This is a make or break week in the market. Bitcoin at $25,830. It is Sunday, September 10th. It's 7:41 p.m. And like I was just saying, yeah, it's a very critical week. It's the make or break week, in my opinion, as far as with the dollar, as far as with Bitcoin, bond yield, stock market, all those market drivers. And Stellar has some big news supposedly that's about to be announced in 2 days. Also, the Apple event, I'm hearing that there's like rumors that it could be something to do with that. I don't know if that's the case, but the Apple event is the same day as when Stellar's supposedly going to drop that news, as well as we have 9/11 tomorrow. And then I was seeing a lot of things about like potentially some stuff going on these next couple of days. So we'll see. But regardless, technicals make or break this week. And that's what we're going to dive into this Sunday markets look ahead video. And first, we're going to dive into the bond yields. We're on the weekly chart. We still have that momentum going up until the 1 week TSI crosses down. I'm just going to say we're going to keep going up until we see that cross down. We do have hidden bearish, we do have bearish divergence at the moment though, because we have a high, lower high, lower high so far. We had a high, a lower high. Right now we have a higher high. Even though we're not as strong in the TSI. So we are seeing a little bit of weakness, but it's not yet confirmed. This week will be critical to knowing that. So on the daily chart, we do have the momentum cross down right now. So it looks like we're going to cross up, but I want it to be one of these moves where it looks like we're going to cross up and then we cross down. That's what I'm expecting coming out the gates on Monday. Then if we go to the dollar right now is at 104.877. And I'm going to go out on a limb, not financial advice, not financial advisor. My opinion that this is the week that the dollar rolls over. We've already did the 33 to 36 day cycle where we see usually it's like 33 to 36 days of the dollar going up. And then it's like around 55 to 65 days of it going down. Yep. And then 33 to 36 days of it going up. Yep. Right there. And then actually this is kind of stretch a little more. So from here, it's been about 49 days. But I do think we had kind of overstretched and then we're going to pull back and overstretch to the downside. That's what I'm thinking, but we'll dive into it right now as far as the momentum goes. And honestly, if you look at the Stargate oscillator down here like that, look at every single time we top in the dollar, right? When we top in the dollar, you see that the same similar stuff going on. That was the top in the dollar, same similar stuff. Right now where we're at, it has all the markings of what it did before. So all we need to do is roll over and I would say back below 104. If we can get below 104, that's a good sign that, okay, that it was just an overstretch. We're not actually breaking out. And then really breaking below 103 is the seal of the deal, the nail in the coffin for me. That's what I'm watching there. And then as far as where we don't want to break above, it does. So the cryptos don't like when the dollar is above 105. So when you see it get above 105, that's when big caution signs should pop up as far as cryptos. As long as we're below 105, we're good. But when you see us above 105, then it's cautious time for crypto. If we go to the daily chart, we do see that we're starting to see momentum curl over in the dollar. And right now, I think the dollar just opened up. If we go to the 1 hour chart, we can see, yeah, it just opened up. There is a little bit of a gap here at 105. So I want to see us fill that and then roll over. But really, if we go to the 3 hour chart, yeah, I want to see us come down, break the 200 moving average, which is around 103.6 right now, 103.60. And that will do it as well too. But really 104, that key level to 103.5 to 103. And that's the nail in the coffin as far as for the dollar goes. But until then, we need to see the momentum roll over. So that 12 hour, we need to see it roll over. We're starting to roll over. Not quite yet though. Officially crossed down on the daily, not quite yet, but we're getting close. And then on the weekly, if the 12 hour and the 1 day can pull down hard, that will pull down the weekly and that will mark another probably 60 days of a downtrend in the dollar like it did before. So that's what we're really waiting on for the dollar, and that should shoot cryptos up. But looking at the stock market now in the weekly chart, if we pull down, we really need to hold 14,850. That's a 21 moving average here, and really break into the upside back above 15,750 and really giving a whack at these all-time highs here. And on the weekly chart, though, I really want to see this TSI cross up and the MACD flip green. And we did get a 1 week sell now signal back here, but then we had the 1 day buy now come in back here as well. So really, I want to see continued momentum to the upside fast so that can have the 1 week signal kind of be negated. Because in the stock market, we just keep going up and up. There's multiple sells on the weekly in the stock market. When you see a 1 week buy now, though, usually a great time to buy. So this could just be the beginning of, of us just keeping on moving along here, but it's all relying on us holding. And as you can see from the past, that middle line of the void lines, which is a 21 moving average. So 14,700, 14,750, very critical. Then if we look at the total crypto market cap, we have the 4-day prepare to buy soon signal. Remember the last time we did it was back here, December 2022, when we got the 4-day buy now. It was up only for 2023. We're still waiting for that 4-day buy now, but we're holding up here. Very nice. But look at this symmetry. Look at this market symmetry of you have the long entry, long entry, long entry. And it's just like, if you were to take some like from when we had this first one and then just really flip it, it's just crazy how the market is so symmetrical, right? Like I just took this, like literally you could, if you take this and you just kind of flip it, it's the same thing, just on the opposite side, and I use the signals, the Stargate signals a lot to be able to analyze these fractals in time analysis as well too. And like, let's measure from this long entry to that long entry, 224 days. And then let's measure from here to here. So this is around 257 days, but the timing is still give or take 30 days, but it's matching up very nicely. And really, yeah, like I just showed you, I took this to here. Flipped it like this, and then you grab that to there, and we're right on schedule. We're right on schedule as far as an equivalent, but we just didn't press up as high like to up here. But what we're doing right now, we're holding key support where we're at with the total crypto market cap around 1.02 trillion. The 786 from this high down the low down to the high is at 1.026 trillion. So I really want to see us get back above and reclaim that. But really that 4-day buy now is going to be the key, because even back here when we had the long entry, the 4-day prepare to buy soons, we tanked. That was like the start of the bear market, May of 2022. But it wasn't until the 4-day buy now came in July 16, 2022, we're really at like 875 billion. We're really like the blood was over, and then we had a buy now. And we bought and we went up, and really it was just sideways until we had the FTX crash, which flashed another one, and then we went up, and now we're that oversold in comparison. So really, I want to see that 4-day buy now come in to know that, all right, we're safe and sound, the blood is over, and we can continue on going up. So that's what I'm watching. The key thing for the total crypto market cap, the 4-day chart. But if we go to the 3-day chart, we can start to see if the buy nows are coming in, because we do have a 3-day prepare to buy soon. And then we have a 2-day prepare to buy soon. Yep, we have multiple 2-day prepare to buy soons. Then I think we had a 1-day prepare to buy soon and buy now, and we already got the buy now. Yep, we got the buy now back here. So yeah, if we can see the 2-day buy now, that will spill into the 3-day. We'll get the 3-day buy now, and that will spill into the 4-day. We'll get the 4-day buy now, and likely to me, that would be the bottom. So, and we got a 5-day prepare to buy soon. This is nuts. The stars are aligning for the total crypto market cap. Let's see the 6-day chart. And the 6-day, this is massive. We got a 1-day prepare to buy soon and buy now. We got a 2-day prepare to buy soon, a 3-day prepare to buy soon, a 4-day prepare to buy soon, a 5-day prepare to buy soon, a 6-day prepare to buy soon. Let's look at the weekly, and no weekly, but that's huge. And then look at where the weekly is right now. It's holding some nice support on that 50 moving average. And the moving average has, when we started the bear market, we curled around, and now we're leveling off. And we're holding support. Like literally, it looks like this right there. This is nuts. All right, so let me get rid of this. So when we broke into the bear market, we broke the 50 moving average, right? We tapped it once. We tapped it twice right here. And then we tanked because it was the start of the bear market. But then here, we broke above the 50 moving average. we tapped it once, we tapped it twice, and I don't see us tanking. I see us ripping because we're entering into a bull market. And that's been evident since on the weekly chart, we broke above the 50 moving average, just like back here when we broke below the 50 moving average, test once, test twice, rejected. We broke the support, bang, tank, bear market set in. And then we broke above the 50 moving average, tap once, tap twice. All it's going to take is for us to break back above 1.10 trillion to get back above the 200 weekly moving average. And you're going to see this light up faster than you can ever imagine. That's what I'm seeing. And this is the first time I know it. I do all this stuff live. I don't plan this stuff out. First time I'm noticing it, but it couldn't be more clear as day as far as where we're at in the market right now. That's massive. I'm going to have to do a separate short on that. So I'm going to keep that up like that. But then look at this VPVR2 sticking out the most right here, where we're finding that critical support. And then I go to the regular candles and you can see it's been like 4 weeks, a straight month of us holding this level. Look at 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 4 weeks. Support, 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 support. And the bodies are getting smaller. So this is going to be the critical week. That's the make or break. And, I can promise you that. So let's go to the altcoin market cap. Let's go to this. So we're holding support on that 786 around 313 billion. That's massive. That's key. And if we go to the bottom indicators here, we really need to see that cross up on the TSI. We want to see the MACD flip back to green. We want to see this blue come down, pink come up. But let's see if there's anything else here. Let's go to the 3-day chart. Nope, nothing on the 3-day. Let's go to the 4-day chart. Nope, let's go to the 2-day chart. Nothing on the 2-day chart. Let's go to the 1-day chart. Nothing on the 1-day chart, but we're holding that micro 786 though from the low to the high right here. We're right at it right now. Let's go to the 12-hour chart. Nothing on the 12-hour yet. If we go to the 1-day chart again, let's see. If we pull down more, I would expect for us from this low to this high to just retest back here where we in August 18th when we had that big crash, just to come back down to here and hold the support around 310 billion. We do have actually a buy signal flashing right now as we speak on the Stargate oscillator. So that's positive so far, but we do need to see that momentum start to kick up on the 12-hour chart. We need to start to see that cross up. The weekly chart though, so far, we need to see the momentum kick back in here. And for us to reclaim back above 350 billion, which has been that green 50 moving average that's been holding us down here, rejection. We popped above it in April, just slightly, came back down, rejection, and really getting above 350 billion. I'd expect for us to rocket up to 385 billion rather quickly. And then at that point, that's going to be the 786 from this high. So that high right here down to the low. You can see the 786 is coinciding with that 200 moving average. So really, if we could break up right here, break above there, we're going to quickly move up to here. And then at this point, that's going to be the critical moment where it's like, all right, we're going to pull back down, or are we just going to rock it up? And really just like the timing and the cycle we're at, I would say that if we pull up to here and we break above and we come up to here, I would say the odds of us going up to here are greater than us breaking back down. So that's what I'm watching for the altcoin market cap. Bitcoin right now. So we have the weekly chart. It could pull down to 24,200, 200, because that's where the 50 moving average is. So we're looking at the total crypto market cap as a whole when we're holding this, just like back here. But with Bitcoin, it's not quite over to it. Back here, it did kind of go a little above it, so we could go a little below it. That's still a possibility. I'm not going to rule it out, but just know that, we're doing a lot of similar things, just inversely to when the bear market happened or the start of the bear market. So with Bitcoin right now, 25,835. Remember the trampoline or the trap door. We have our levels, and that is 25,354 is a must hold as support. And then the must break above is 26K for sure. But then really like getting hung up at 26,450. So if we can get above there, then we'll likely come up to 26,650, give this a retest. But on the daily chart, notice that we have a death cross about to happen. Death cross is when the 50 moving average crosses down below the 200 moving average. And that, see how there's a green cross right here? That's a golden cross. when you have the 50 moving average cross above the 200 moving average, supposedly going into a bull market. That means that, we're going into a bull market structure. This means we're going into bear market structure. But usually you'll see the opposite happen because moving averages are a lagging indicator. So notice here we had the golden cross, but then we fell, right? Then let's go to another time. Here we had the death cross. We kind of went sideways, then fell, but then we came back up. But golden cross right here, we fell. Death cross right here, we had already fallen basically. Let's go to the last golden cross in the last cycle. Golden cross here, we came down. Death cross right here, we had already fell. Then golden cross right here, we actually tanked. Death cross right here, we ripped. So I'm expecting a pop up at the very least with the death cross coming, because usually you see inverse of what it actually means. So another kind of retest up here is definitely not out of the realms. Will that be enough to break us on out of this kind of sideways action? That remains to be unseen. We have to see the market drivers for that. But that's one thing to watch for, because tomorrow I think is when the death cross is about to happen. And then what was the other thing? On the weekly chart, if we break the trap door level, 25,350, expect 24,200, where the 50 moving average is. And then if we break above 26K, we really need to get above 26.4K. And then it likely would come up to 27.650. And if we can break above there, then we'd be breaking above this trend line coming down like this. And then fireworks would happen, because looking at that total crypto market cap again, we touch it once, we touch it twice, and then we go. Touch it once, touch it twice, then we go. That's what I'm expecting. So that's for Bitcoin. And then that's the weekly chart. Really, we need to see that momentum cross up here ASAP this week on the weekly chart, so we save us from going below that zero line in the TSI. And I think we just got it's 8:00. We're about to hear some alerts here through the Discord where all the alerts. Oh, actually I have my volume muted, but we just got the weekly candle close. So, So if we go to the 3-day chart now, we're starting to get close to crossing. We have 3-day prepare to buy soons. We have the long entries all up on here. 2-day chart, we had the prepare to buy soons, not yet a buy now, but very, very close, super close actually. And then the 1-day chart, we already had a prepare to buy soon and a buy now, I believe, back here. And then a 12-hour chart, we had a prepare to buy soon and a buy now back here. And we just got another one right here. So it's very critical. Also too, look at the Bitcoin void lines. Look how tight we are right now, tight. And we're on the key VPVR. Void lines are squeezed so tight. And we have the 50 moving average coming down, acting as rejection point. And that's coinciding with the void line. So we're at the trapdoor trampoline moment, because you can even see this is now coinciding with it, where the void lines are squeezed tight right at 26K. And then they're squeezed tight right at here at 25,600. It's the make or break week. I wasn't joking. We're going to see some fireworks this week. So that's for Bitcoin. 12-hour chart though, TSI is crossing up. We can get above that zero line. We know it's going to be a trampoline. Stellar. We got to talk about Stellar, because Stellar looks like it's, about to pull something. It's super tight right now. It's coiling tight up at a key level that if it breaks, it could just snap up. We were saying, I think weeks ago, that September's looking like the month for Stellar. It's going to be a stellar September. And with that announcement in 2 days, and with the charts looking like how they're looking, they could be in for a crazy announcement. Because looking at the daily chart, we're starting to chug our way up here. We have the void line mouths opening up like that. We just broke above the fib key overlap zone, and we're breaking above the key VPVR levels. And we have the TSI on the 1-day chart going up like that through the zero line, just like we did back here. This fires me up. And then that's the 1-day chart. And we had the buy now signal on the 2-day chart. We have the stock RSI crossing up, the pink's coming up, the TSI is about to cross, and we're at the zero line. Stellar has probably some monster news, or this is the biggest fake out of all time. But the chart looks amazing. And the 21 moving average right here, the purple, we broke above the key level of resistance there, broke above the 786. This is saying a target of 0.138. to 14.5 to potentially 0.1525. And if we can break above those levels, then we're going to come up here to retest 16 to 18 cents for Stellar. A 3-day chart, we're close to crossing. That will be the seal of the deal for me. If we can cross up on the TSI and the stock RSI and get above the 50 line, that will be the seal of the deal to me, that this is not a fake out, kind of just lead up pump into the announcement and then it just kind of selling off. Really, if we can get above 13.5 cents and hold that support for a couple of days, the stock RSI, TSI will cross up and the pink will get above the blue just like it did back here. And it will look like to me that it's going to rock it. But 1-day chart looks great. We definitely want to, if we come back down, we want to hold 13 cents. 12-hour chart, let's look at that. We want to see the TSI remain going up. We don't want to see it cross down, because whenever it goes up, the TSI on the 12-hour, once it crosses down, the move's done. Once it crosses down, the move's done. So really, we want to maintain that uptrend in the 12-hour TSI. So watch for that. That's Stellar. And then if we look at XRP's, Stellar could be showing us the way, but XRP is on a key trend line right here, a key horizontal support as well too. You can see for years now. And then also we have a ton of prepare to buy soons on XRP. So at XRP, we of course got that long entry. We got the long entry there, just like the past times. That's a 3-day chart. We look at the 2-day chart. We have a bunch of prepare to buy soons. We go to the 1-day chart. We got a bunch of prepare to buy soons and a buy now that already flashed. We go to the 12-hour chart and we don't have another prepare to buy soon here, but we had the buy now back here. And we're on top of this previous resistance level, now support. 49 cents, that key level we must hold, 49 cents with daily body closes. But then look at the 3-day 200 moving average. It served as a critical support level, rejection. This was when the green and the red were coming in. We said, hey, we're converging here. We're going to see a massive move. We saw it, came back down, and we just kind of lightly touched and found support on this 200 moving average on the 3-day. So I think we bottomed out. If we can press up and get above 53.5 cents, that gets us above the 50 moving average. And I would expect that we're going to catch up to Stellar when it comes to XRP. That's what I'm watching. We could be in for a big week. 3-day chart, getting ready to cross up. 2 days getting close. We look at the 1-day chart. We want to see the momentum come up, but really, we're close. We're super close. This blue can come down. The pink can get a heartbeat. We're good. We stretched the amount of time that usually these corrections take, and Stellar's showing us the way. And it's already the candle's already green. Stellar could be in it tomorrow for sure. I would expect Stellar is going to pop pretty nicely tomorrow. So Stellar's looking good. XRP is going to follow. And then HBAR right now is probably the weakest. I would expect Stellar's going to go first, then XRP, and then that money's going to rotate, and then we'll find it into HBAR. So I'm going to hold off on any other coins besides XLM first, then XRP, and then back into HBAR. But we broke that downward sloping trend line, rejection, found support on it after breaking out, but made a new low. That happens. And really, if we can get back above 0.049 and really 5 cents, then we're good for more upside. Until then, I'm going to stay away on any levies on that. So that's that. And then if we go to the weekly chart for HBAR, we definitely want to cross up here, but let's go to a 3-day chart. Still red. We're not like we are with XRP or XLM. But we're getting close. Bitcoin can pop up, all those key market drivers thing, then HBAR all of a sudden will pull a nice one. But right now, my intention's on Stellar for sure, and then XRP. That's going to be it, guys. Buckle up. It's the make or break week. We're going to have our ears to the streets and the tweets. And then for the VIP members, we're going to do a call after this for the bot. Got you guys all set up. Some people need a little additional help. We'll get that all figured out, get everything set up before we see fireworks here. So I'll see you guys in the Discord, and I'll send you guys the Zoom link. And for anybody who's not in the Discord already, link is in the bio. Come join the Discord. And if you want to get access to the bot, access to VIP, access to all these signals and everything, then join the Discord, send a friend request to me, Rob at Stargate, and we'll get you kitted and suited up before these fireworks go off. So I'll see you guys there and in the next video.